tetején, diófa levelén, hogy szakisztott volna minden lejáns legény. Mert én is szakisztottam, el is szalasztottam. Én is szakisztottam, s el is szalasztottam. Hajóra, ha szépre, régi szeretőmre.
Well, the cyclorama, was a major phenomenon in the 19th century. But it's just before cinema, and it's in the round. So you enter into this rotunda, it's lit. It's like the peak of the painter's creative enterprise, to make the painting surround the viewer and to create the illusion of depth and of space and to lure the viewer into the feeling of being a part of the scene. A lot of my work has been about the unexpected, kind of wanting to be the heroine and yet wanting to kill the heroine at the same time. And that kind of dilemma, that push and pull, is the underlying turbulence that I bring to each of the pieces that I make. The silhouette lends itself to, avoidance of the subject, not being able to look at it directly. My earliest memory of wanting to be an artist, I was 3, I was sitting on my dad's lap, and he was drawing in his studio, which was the garage of our house in Stockton, California. And I remember thinking to myself that I wanted to do what he did. And he used to give me chalk to draw on the sidewalk, and we would, document my creations. When we moved from California to Georgia, I know that I was having nightmares about moving to the South. The South was already, it's a place loaded with, like I said, mythology, but also a reality of, viciousness. And it was just such a frightening prospect to be a sort of borderline between child and teenager and going into an environment where black kids are being targeted. Stone Mountain, Georgia, this is where I did most of my growing up. It's like a Mount Rushmore type of thing of the Confederate heroes. That is pretty significant. Stone Mountain was a haven for the Ku Klux Klan. So that place had a little bit more resonance. It was just so in your face. There was no real hiding the fact. You know, what black stands for in white America, what white stands for in black America, are all loaded with our deepest psychological perversions and fears and longings. Most of the pieces, I guess, have to do with exchanges of power, attempts to steal power away from others.
The title was the last part of the show. I mean, you make the work, and we've been working on this specific body of work for, I would say, 3 to 4 years. And it's very much a full figure of me, the shadow of me, looking quite strong and powerful. And the image of Tim, it was left at just his arm hanging. And for me, full figures back to back. And then we made the third piece, which is called Self-Imposed Misery, which is just Tim on his own, full figure. And then there was the fourth piece called The Individual, me on its own. And then the final piece called Young Man. And I guess it showed a kind of breaking up of a relationship as well.